All right, we rocking, we rolling. It's been a long time since I've done this, so we'll see how it goes. See if we can't make some money.
You got this.
Yeah, I need to do a lot more back trading since I've been gone for basically a month, and the markets have been going straight up. It's crazy out there. What has this thing been doing last? Okay, this is kind of where the bottom is, and it kind of goes up from here, right? The middle of October is like was the bottom, and then it just everything started trucking higher. Has anybody got any questions about strategies, indicators? It looks like we got a few, one or two new people in here. I don't know if anybody's seen the videos or not, but if you got questions, feel free.
What are you basically using right now for your strategy, Ross?
So I've got the pivot indicator that Marion and Rich developed, which is this guy right here, which basically gives us these blue lines and these little dot lines. These little dot lines are the mid pivots. This is the main pivot, the thick one. And then this is the other pivots. So like R1, S1, you know, and it goes out there all the way to 3.
Yeah.
It's kind of got the numbers over here.
You basically playing off the pivots then?
Yeah. So basically I'm looking for price action to come in there, kind of hang out. So like, you know, if I had clicked the button earlier, right, we would have took a breakout over here, you know, off of this pivot because it just kind of was going sideways.
And are you mainly trying to get breakouts, or are you looking for the dips that right at the pivots?
No, I'll take retests. So like,
okay,
you know, if it kind of does one of these and it's and I'm thinking it's going to go long anyways, so I'll take this retest right here.
Yeah.
You know, to go higher. So I mean, that was kind of, that could have kept you in the trade.
Gotcha.
Point in time as well. So that's kind of one of those leave it on overnight, set the target and go kind of deals. Because for me, that's my bedtime right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and then we're coming into, you know, 3 a.m. Pacific time, 6 a.m. Eastern right now. So, and ideally for me, I would want it to come retest here, you know, around market open and go higher, or if it's looking super strong, you know, get a retest off of this pivot if it heads up this way for market open. And then obviously I got the volume profile. Volume profile works on GlobeX, but then once you have this on during cash open, it doesn't really work anymore because the data switches over. So you can't really use the volume profile continuously. You have to use like a visible volume profile, which is another indicator, but I only use it every once in a while for the live market. But I definitely use this for GlobeX just to kind of see if the pivot lines up with the value area high and low, and as well as the point of control for the price action. And then I've got my 10 EMA sitting on there just for shits and giggles.
Ross, is that what you normally trade? Is the E-mini NASDAQ?
This is NQ.
NQ, is that your what you typically trade? Do you stick to that, or?
Yeah, I only trade NQ. I'm looking at we're gonna do some micro Bitcoin futures as well today, just to check it out because it's new. It's obviously not as liquid as this, so I would be kind of cautious, but I want to check it out just to see how well it works with the pivots. Just a quick flash of yesterday, me checking it out with Joseph. It looks pretty good. That it follows the pivots pretty well. Or actually, I was doing that with Variant. Sorry, I was doing that with Variant. So we got market open, looking to retest this. That's kind of where I would have loved to get in, but it looks like we're going to go higher without getting down there. Might get lucky. Yeah, I stick with NQ. Some people stick with ES. ES is a little slower. NQ is a little more volatile. As you can see, gigantic wicks, candles. I mean, these are 25-point moves, right? In one candle.
All
And
right.
kind of our mean variance back trading has revealed that 25-point stops is kind of like the sweet spot. Not too much, not too little. If you get in the right spot, then off of the pivots, it goes pretty well, and you can easily get 50 points. If we were playing the volume profile and this kind of little reversal spot here, I mean, that's easily 50 points, right? So. That's the reason why I like NQ, which is liquid as ES. It moves a lot more, so the moves are easier to catch, in my opinion. Where ES is only moving like 20 to 30 points, NQ is moving 200 points on average. I really don't like setting up trades over squeezes because you never know what they're going to do. So that's something always to be watchful for. Once this thing does this red dots, you may or may want to turn your trade on or off just to see what happens and then catch a retest off of the pivot or, off of where your entry is.
Looks like you're in now.
Yeah, I mean, I said I was hoping that this would just kind of truck along, but so it's kind of doing that consolidation thing, and this is kind of what we're looking for with the pivots in this strategy. So you're looking for it to consolidate and then continue higher. And so when it does this for a long time like this, it usually is going to go higher and continue in the same direction that it was going. When it pops up into the pivot and then kind of doesn't stay around it and just turns around, that's usually going to be a retest spot, and it's going to turn back the other direction. So that kind of gives you like a little inkling into what's going on. That's kind of how these pivots work and how you can play them.
Gotcha.
Just being slow.
So at this point, would you have moved your stop at all or just leave it open?
No, it hasn't hit 1R, so I won't move my stop.
Oh, okay.
Retest. This is more of the move of that. So I mean, even the fib kind of helps you out a little bit as well too. This is some of the stuff that me and Varian will be going over in our master class as well too. We're coming into the close, which sucks. So this would have been the time to get out right there. Unless we get a run up, oh, or that happens. Right into close, boom. All right, I'm out.
That works too.
Nice. Yeah.
That works.
I'll
Well played.
Patience.
Yeah, I wish I had patience the other night.
Nice though. Good job.
Yeah, and so you see kind of this, it boom, it went straight to that pivot and then just reverse right at the pivot, right? So that's kind of, you use these pivots as your targets as well too. So, it got real close. It kind of hung around and it looked to reverse. So I'm getting out, so got, 1.7R win on that, probably right around there. So here's our main pivot. So Another thing to watch for is John Carter mentions in his book where he kind of goes over some tidbits of the pivots and what they do. He mentions that it likes to revert to the mean. So like since the main pivot, the P is the mean, and we just had a little run up, we might get a retest. We might get a retest overnight, and then a move higher. So if this thing holds sideways here, so this is Asian Open right here at 1700 for me. So I don't come to the computer till 15 minutes before Asian Open, and then if price action is doing exactly what it's doing here, I'll set up an order for the short, and I'll set up an order for the pop higher, stop limit orders, to see what happens for shits and giggles. And there's your Asian Open, little drop. Right there. A little S curve, dip lower, that'd be nice. Get to the pivot, cash out right there, then look for a long.
Hey, Ross, can you hear me?
Yeah.
What determined your short?
Is that Mr. Treadwell?
What up, brother?
My man, what are you doing?
I'm asking you what set up that short.
Why I set that up?
Yeah. Just because it returns to the pivot?
Partially the pivot. Even if the pivot wasn't there, I would have done it because I would have set up two orders. I would have set up one like this, and I would have set up one like this, right?
Got it.
At the Asian Open, if it's going sideways like this till the right into the Asian Open,
It's going one way or another.
it's going to pop one way or another. And usually what determines it is, and obviously this is 50-50, right? I have no idea what's going to happen, but if we had a nice run up during the day into the close and then it's going sideways, it most likely is going to want to retest a little bit. If we were kind of flat all day, or we were coming down and it's looking to turn around, then it might pop, and it's 50-50, right? And so I just set up, most of the time I set up a stop limit going long and a stop limit going short. And sometimes I get wrecked and one gets triggered and then it reverses immediately. And then I got to get out right away for the other one to trigger and go short, or vice versa, go long. But I mean, it's worked out pretty well. I mean, I'm pretty decently profitable on setting those up where I'm just looking for the retest short. I don't as much go on the long side, just because it's back trading. It likes to go short more often than it likes to go long. And it went right down to this pivot. There's my little hammer. I would take that hammer off the pivot. Hopefully, when we get into the London Open, I can not retest more. But yeah, anytime you see this tight action where it's staying within, like a 25-30 point range at open like that, it's going to make a move at the Asian Open one way or the other. So unless it's literally had massive run-ups and it just goes sideways all night long. What's up, Paige?
going on, Ross? What's going on, everybody?
Hey, Tage, in the house.
Go on, Tage.
Just snuck in. Just got back from the gym.
Snuck in the back door.
He's already been to the gym, man. What's up?
Trying to be like Ross. Trying to be fit.
That's it, man. You got to, right? Every day. I just got a Peloton delivered this morning at like
Oh wow.
7:30. I was like, whoa, you guys are early.
Imagine they're probably on sale.
I was trying to go to the gym and then they're dropping off the Peloton. So now I'm gonna go to the gym. Set up the bike and ride the bike.
I'm gonna put my order in on Monday
Yeah.
for the stock, not the equipment.
This guy.
Taking the easy way out.
Boom. There's London Open. Nice little price action.
Did it get you in there?
What?
Are you in on that?
Yep, I'm in.
Okay, yeah, there's a wick. All right.
Yeah, and you get about 5 3-minute candles on London Open.
I'm getting out. I'm still in because I'm asleep, which sucks. This is not cool. That was a quick dud right there. Maybe we can get lucky coming into market open here.
And it could always drift up into the open.
Yeah, I mean it does that occasionally. Like, you know. Yeah, I gotta stop staying up till 2 a.m. and trading these. That's what I gotta do.
Yeah, I had to stop. I was waking up. I set my clock for 2:30 just
Yeah.
to get up, trade the London Open, and then go back to bed. Sometimes I did okay, but it worked out to about even, and it always worked out that I didn't get enough sleep.
Exactly. Yeah. I just brutal. I would just stay up because it's it's midnight for me, right? So it's like I get up at 5 a.m. and then don't go to bed till 2 a.m. Like that's brutal. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. Come on, girl. Were you at work, George?
I am at work. I'm sorry. Is that loud?
No, you're good. You're good. I just seen the thing on, so I figured you were at work because I heard the background.
Well, I'm pretending I'm at work.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, I'm doing payroll. I'm doing payroll.
Yeah, I'm hiding in the kitchen is what I'm doing. So I can hear them out front in case I need to go help. But otherwise, yeah, I'm being lazy like I always am. It's a perk of being the owner.
Right?
What do you do, George?
I have this store is a bookstore, coffee shop, CBD dispensary. And then we sell a bunch of other stuff like crystals and whatnot. And then I have another store in Durham, North Carolina. That's just a CBD dispensary.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have a part ownership, kind of a silent ownership with my brother on 6 more stores out in Eastern Carolina.
Very nice.
I got my Trader's Blend crystals right by my computer.
Nice. Very
Thank you,
nice.
George.
Yeah, man.
Me too. Me too.
E3.
Right on.
I'll take that.
Yeah, man. These things tend to help.
Good energy.
It is good energy, no matter what. It's good energy. Now, whether it helps you make ours or not, I don't know, but definitely good energy.
It's all good. Thank you.
Man, did you get filled right there?
Yep, that was it.
Nice. It did drift up.
All right.
That's great.
Yeah. So now we got the main pivot here. I'm wondering if it open, which we're coming into, and we're in a squeeze. Get a retest, or this is just gonna go higher. Ooh.
Hey, Russ, that
Yeah.
indicator, it automatically creates the mid pivot for you, right? Like, I'm looking at it on my chart.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't have to do anything, just it'll automatically create it
Yeah.
for the day.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah. If you take the master class, we're actually making a fully customizable with the higher time frame pivots and everything on it as well for the master class, which would be cool.
Yeah, I might jump in that. I did see a message on that, and I was busy at work, man. I'm sorry.
No, gravy. I figured as much, dude. You got all that shit going on over there. All of a sudden.
Yeah, man, they're messing up my flow with the trading. It's crazy. All good.
Sucks when your real job gets in the way.
my day job that makes money is getting in the way of me making money.
Oh, we got to make this our day job, right? Our
I'm
only
trying,
job.
man. I did something. I took Ross's advice and I wrote down in a notebook. My birthday next year, I'm quitting my day job and try to trade fully. But I have to be profitable from now till then. And it's
You can
been
do
tough.
that, man. You can definitely do that, Tage.
Do that. You know.
Yeah.
I just doubled my account from April,
Oh wow, it's amazing.
and
Congrats, man.
I've got to the point
Wow.
where
Yeah,
if I wanted
congratulations.
to get rid of all my stores, I could make a living just doing this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Any
Of course, I
advice for
won't.
newbies?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, reduce your R down to $100 or some insignificant amount,
Hmm.
so that you can learn to train your holding muscles. Just some
Okay.
amount that you really don't care about.
Okay.
If $100 is that amount,
Mhm.
make it $100. Like if I lose 100, I can take a lighter right now to $100 bill. It would be stupid, but it wouldn't bother
Mhm.
me, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
then
you
just
get that back. Sorry, guys.
trade, because what I was doing before is I was making so many mistakes until I did that one thing. And then I got confident. I built it up, and I'm not at 1,000 yet, but I'm close.
Yeah, that whole R thing, man. You gotta dial that in.
You know, it'd be even more stupid, George, if you took that $100 bill and put it in an envelope and mailed it to me.
I would. Could you?
Now,
Yeah,
that
just
would
give me
be
your
stupid.
address, social security number, and date of birth, and I'll get that right
Yeah,
out to you.
right. My mom's maiden name.
If you don't mind.
Yeah, right.
I don't need all that. What's your credit card number, bro?
Yeah, right.
Back.
Also send them the email address and your password for your email account, and that'll definitely get you the $100.
There you go.
Yeah, but I couldn't understand why I wasn't staying in trades. Right? I had no problem getting in them, but man, as soon as I was just a tiny bit green, I would get out. Now there is a style. There is a time for that. When I'm scalping futures, and I'm just looking to get 10 or 15 points, or hell, maybe 6 points, 7 points. I can build up 25, 30 points real quick. And but that's a style, and I'm really good at it. You know, and I've learned after taking Arabia's mentor classes using Tradeovate, the VWAP deviation lines.
Yeah.
Man, I can play off of those lines and off of VWAP pretty much 8 to 15 points every single time.
Which class was that?
Arabia.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure after the holidays she'll have more classes. They all will,
Mhm.
but it's worth every single penny of it. And then, of course, sitting here with Ross and Varian back in the late spring, early summer taught me a tremendous amount about the pivot strategy. But see, that's what was happening back then when I was watching Ross and Varian. I was too scared to put on a 25-point trade. I only wanted to put 10 points, and which is $200. And you'll get wicked out so easy on NQ on 10 points. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
Unless you're scalping.
Yeah. It all depends on the strategy, the time of day you're trading. Like, so I don't really trade as often during the day as variant trades more during the day. I trade Globex. I make most of my money on Globex overnight trades. That's where I make my money on futures. And then if I'm smart enough to not trade during the day after making money overnight, I won't give it back.
Is futures easier than equities?
It's quicker.
It depends on how you're looking at it, right? It's like, it's not, I mean, a candle is a candle, right? A chart is a chart.
Mm-hmm.
So the only difference is you don't need as much money to trade futures as you do to trade stocks,
Why is that?
because you can trade minis and you can trade it through Trade and you only need $1,000 in an account and you can be trading futures. You know, you're obviously in that to start. That's what I would recommend someone does, right?
Trade futures?
Trade one MNQ contract, you know, with a 25-point stop for, you know, $50 loss, $50 R, right? You know, or do MES, which is it'll be a 10 points, $5.
5, yeah.
Yeah, $5, you know, R, till you get used to it. It's just it's easier to not blow up an account, not waste a bunch of money, you know, and you can dial it in. And then once you're good at it, then you can move up to full-size contracts where you can make $500, you know, a trade, to $1,000 a trade
Mm-hmm.
at 2R.
Is there a future beginners class?
Arabia's in the process of redoing it, and then me and Varian are going to be teaching this pivot strategy on a couple of different tickers in January for a master class.
Okay. I will be in it.
Yeah, Tad, I've never done futures yet either.
Yeah, I don't know the first thing about futures.
Yeah, so I mean, you've got to know the contracts, the contract sizes, you know, how to calculate your R. So we'll be going over all that stuff in depth in the class. And like I've done that in a couple of the videos. If you go check out my YouTube, you can see like the videos, and there's a video on the strategy.
What's your YouTube?
Right way, wrong way, Conway.
Right on.
Love it.
So I kind of rebranded all my social media to that, since that was kind of
Right way, wrong way, what? Conway?
Conway, my last name.
Hey, look at this guy.
Ross, it's like you worked in marketing or something.
Does it? I used to.
I know, but I'm saying that's a great name. That's a great run, you know, especially for you.
Right?
There you go. You got one new subscriber.
Awesome. Yeah, I need 100 subscribers so that I can change my URL to make it right way, wrong way, Conway. It's like they got some weird rules.
All I see is music videos.
Yeah, I'll post the link for you.
Hey,
chat.
thanks.
Yeah, put it in the chat.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, no problem. Wow, Ross got some long videos. 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Jesus.
It's all back trading sessions.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yeah. Everything's back trading sessions. So that's it. It's all that's on there.
It's cool.
All right, I'm subscribed.
Thank you, sir.
Same here.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
I got to grow my brand.
Yeah, I'll subscribe later when I'm on my regular
If you're
computer.
on Instagram, that's the same right way, wrong way, Conway. That's my Instagram too. If you want to follow.
Does it help the algo to like make comments and stuff like that too? Or is that once you subscribe, is that you're kind of counted?
To be honest, I have no idea. I haven't even looked at it.
Likes,
Is that what it is? Likes? Right on.
likes. That's the number one.
Like the videos.
Like the
I mean, it
individual-
all works. It all works, but the easiest thing is likes.
Gotcha.
So everybody go on there and like all my videos.
All the 2 hours of them.
Why is this guy's video so long? Everyone else's are so short.
You have to watch the video to like him. That's the question.
I mean, no, just like the video, bro.
Just turn it on for a second. Like it. There you go.
So Ross, right now you're waiting for it to get back up to that thicker blue line before you get into a trade. Is that what you're waiting for right now?
No, I'd get in. I would have got in right here if I wasn't messing around.
Okay. Off of that pivot line.
Yeah, with this hammer candle coming in and this retest, the close below, I would have set up a breakout order. I mean, that's going into the limit. I probably would have took the quick win there though. If I was up, I can't really, if I would have put this trade on, I'd be asleep. So I have to just leave this here to see if it hits my target.
Got it.
Yeah.
So you would have get in on the hammer or the retest?
The retest.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that, literally that's my bedtime. So like seeing that this was coming down into here, I definitely would have set this up. Yeah. Cause then you got a little bit of support there as well. So, yeah. So I would have set that up and went to bed off of this pivot.
Okay.
Cause it had a nice little retest. It tried to pop.
Looks like you had a dream about Harry Potter in there.
Yeah. And then you got wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
This is where it's going to reverse if it is going to reverse. Otherwise, I'm taking a loss. So now we've got our wave 1. So this is 2. Hopefully we get 3, 4 on into morning.
So would you normally take that
Time's the
breakout
Sorry, go
if
ahead.
you're awake?
Say what?
Would you normally have taken that as a breakout if you were awake, if you were still at the computer?
If off of the hammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was awake, yeah, I would have set that hammer up. That's part of my rules. If there's a hammer and it's looking like it's going to reverse, then I would set that up for sure.
Hey, Ross, are you using the volume profile, or are you strictly just using the pivots?
I'm paying attention to the volume profile overnight, just not during the day. Yeah, so I'll look to see like where it's at, what the POC is doing to kind of help me either stay in the trade if it's, while I'm up, right? Or if I want to get in off of that pivot, like because the volume profile was bouncing around here, going up and down, like and coming into this pivot, I probably wouldn't have got in here because it's already consolidated down here at this pivot and the POC was down here earlier. So it's looking like it's going to come, it's just retesting and coming back down. And there's no reason for this to shoot up like this. This was probably like 2 or 3 gnarly orders from, one institution doing that. Because there's no Asian Open, there's no reason for that to happen, right? So this has got like just weird. I would, it smells fishy to me. And then what did it do? It came back and retested.
When do they change their time, daylight savings? London and Asia. They didn't do it. They don't do it exactly when we do it, do they?
No, they don't, right? So that's coming up actually, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I mean, I'm lazy. I could have Googled it, but I figured maybe you knew.
I don't have that memorized. I've only had to deal with it once. So I've only been literally
There was like a 2 or 3 week delay.
I've literally only been trading futures for about a year now. So this is when I started looking at it last year. So that sucks being asleep for this retest, but hopefully this thing's gonna skyrocket into the open. Come on, girl. I mean, I'm awake right now at 5 a.m. seeing this, so I'm probably getting out of this pivot, in all honesty, just because I don't want to hold over open, since it's really close to my entry, because this could easily be stopped out. So unless I'm up here at the open, you know, in price action, like, you know, 50 points or more, then I would hold the trade. But in the open, I would be getting out just to, and then regrouping. I wouldn't hold it, even though it's doing exactly what you would want it to do. Still getting out because you never know, because that could literally just stop you out of the trade. So taking the 1R on that one.
Hey Ross, what was that Tracy said about the volume profile with futures? Something about it not working correctly, or?
Yeah, so now that it's the cash open, all this data is messed up. So
Okay.
you can only use it during Globex, and then if you wanted to use the visual range one, which is
The other indicator, yeah.
visible range. So you basically just you move it to 630, and then this is the correct volume profile.
Got it. And that's what we're doing today, during the cash opens.
Exactly, yeah. And so this thing's kind of moving, so you kind of it's tough to use, so I just don't use it during the day. It's you know, on TradingView it's just difficult.
Okay.
Yeah, I only pay attention to it for the Globex overnight. I mean, that was a good little retest right there at the pivot too. That could have been a nice little trade. But we missed
Yeah,
it.
that was if you didn't take that trade, there was something wrong with you.
Yeah, I mean, the main pivot's right there. It retested into it. We're, you know, this is our wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, and now we're getting our ABC correction. Right. The waves work really well on futures, and they do coincide with, you know, the fibs and the pivots very nicely. So paying attention to that stuff, if you guys are into Elliott wave or fibs, definitely utilize that knowledge that you have with futures, because it coincides a lot.
Are you using the trading war fib, Ross? Are you still using those?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, those things work amazing, man.
Yeah, with the extensions.
Yeah, they work amazing.
And look at that. That pivot is right there at 618. Off this little move. It's so funny how this stuff all lines up. There's a mid pivot. There's your 618 off this little move. It only went to 50, but hey,
Do you apply the thing bottom up?
What?
Do you apply the fib bottom up?
Depending upon if I'm going long or short. I mean, if I'm going short, I'm doing it the other way. Right. So if I'm looking at a bull move, I go to the bottom of the bull move that I want to put the fib on, and then go to the top of the bull move. If I'm looking for the bear move, I'm going the other way.
Got it.
Top to bottom. It's reversed, right? Something like that. I mean, that worked out. A little 618 retrace. Ooh, now we're up almost 2R.
Do you ever move your targets up off of those pivots?
Yeah, so this is a no man's land. So like I would probably target this during the day if I'm in a trade during the day. Overnight, I'm either keeping it at 50 or I'm putting it at 100, depending upon like what happened the previous day.
Do you do fibs, or do you just do an R? Try to have an R target or what?
Yeah, so this 50 points is 2R.
Okay.
My stop is 25, so that's on MNQ. This is, you know, like 25, 50 points, and then on NQ is just 500 points. Or
Gotcha.
500 bucks. Sorry, $500.
Wow, that's a drop.
Is that Fed Wednesday?
Get that pivot. Yeah, that's the close.
Oh, close. Oh, that's right. We're on Pacific time.
Yeah, October 21st. What was that? There's some crazy shit on October. That was
Expiration.
I mean, Thursday. It was a Thursday.
Still, it had to be some kind of news.
Yeah, George, that would make sense having the Fed talk.
I'm not. That was market close. There was nothing on that day. 9 a.m. We had FOMC Waller.
Huh.
And then unemployment claims, and then Philly Fed manufacturing index. That was it.
But does options expiration do anything that affect?
I'd be lying to you if I said I noticed. I have no idea.
Maybe if it was like quad witching.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, it is going to move it some if it's a monthly. Probably not the weeklies a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I have found that move usually comes on Thursday, which that is.
That's. I
So
mean,
is that that probably is the monthly expiration just before that Friday. So it could be.
yeah, probably people rebalancing, or I mean, if they've been in a swing, right? It's been going up for a couple days, so they're cashing out at the end of the month, right? Makes sense. Or they caught the move.
Or that was God, I forget their names, but the Fed guys that had to get out of their stock or their future contracts.
It could have been that too.
One Fed guy just sold his contracts.
But that was a nice 2-hour trade off that pivot on a little retracement.
Yeah, no, that was a beautiful trade.
I mean, yeah, that's like, so what? That's, why am I thinking that that's, and that is 1 p.m. Yeah, so normally, I mean, most people are out of trades at this point, right? So this is right after market close, right? All after market close. You got caught in that storm. That's because you were holding and you weren't paying attention. Let's see, we didn't do nothing over the Asian Open here. We did a big run, a nice retest.
We can look and start on the get my van inspection. Cancel for next time.
The futures trade, what, 23 hours a day, Ross?
Yeah, 23 hours, 5 days a week. Starts on Sunday evening and then goes till Friday night. Friday afternoon. And then just takes that break at basically, 4:15 Eastern, and then turns back on at 6 Eastern after it settles.
And that settlement, that's all all open positions are closed at that time, right?
Yeah, cash settles. So like if you're up on a position, it's gonna cash you out. If you're down on a position, it's gonna take your money, and then it'll start you back over, right? On if you held the position, it'll look like your money's taken away or redone, and then you're back in a position. It'll turn you back on, like you're starting over wherever it cash settled. So it kind of closes at 4:15 for 45 minutes or for 15 minutes, then turns back on for a half an hour or whatever, and then closes down for another hour and then turns back on. It's weird.
Is that like on Sunday?
No, that's every day.
Oh, every day it does that. Oh,
Yeah, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Yeah, in between it reopening in the evening, it does a little it like closes for a tiny bit, then opens up for another 45 minutes or so, and then closes for a little bit and then reopens again.
futures are still a great mystery to me.
Yeah, it's basically get out of your positions at market close and then wait 2 hours and then reopen something.
Kind of forces you to stick to the day trade.
And that's the thing. There's no PDT rule, so it's easy, right? You can trade as many times as you want. They're not regulated by the SEC, so you get a little more leeway to trade futures, which is nice. People do swing trade futures in the group. There's a few people that do it. And
How do you do it if they close it out though? How do you swing something?
well, you're gonna hold it through all embrace the suck, right? You're literally gonna be up or down. It's gonna take money and give money back. But if you held a position from 1,300 to 13,000 to 17,000, right? You've collected cash along the way on all those points. But like if one day it started up, down here and it went up and then it went down the next day after close, you're going to cash in up here, then you're going to cash out down there, and then you're going to cash in up here, right? So you just have to have the Martinitz Magian and the capital to cover that in your account. So
you can keep the position even though they're closing it and opening it back up again.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's a little wonky. I mean, some people do it. I've held some positions on accident because I aced it. But I've never done it on purpose to swing trade. I've only day traded, and I get in overnight and then I get out, before market open, and then I trade during the market open, and I'm in and out in an hour usually during the day. The trades go pretty quick during the day. So this wasn't a great day. I mean, I guess you could have taken one of these hammers here for a little bit, but you probably got 25 points out of that. Too scrunchy price action for me though. That's where I'll usually stay away. During the cash open, this is fun to play the channels, but overnight, you never know what's going to happen. So you could be stuck in a trade for 8 hours and do nothing. Those are the worst. Oof. I mean, if you had the cojones to take that, really, but that's just I can't do that. It's too early in the day, too volatile right there for me. Let's set up a stop limit, see what happens. Oh. Come on, girl. I'll be right back. That was lame. Had so much potential too. All right, let's go check out futures. Bitcoin. Has anyone checked this out yet?
What's that?
The Bitcoin futures?
No.
What's it trade under, Ross?
The micro is MBTX 2021 is what I'm on.
Just started buying Bitcoin.
Just started?
Yeah.
Man, late to the game. Buy some sheep.
That's the first thing I bought, actually.
There you go. Well, it's in wave 4 right now, so it should be getting ready to pop soon here.
It's got room to run, so.
Yeah, a little bit. It's got room to run a little bit. Where do I find the data on this? Give me the info. I'm looking to see what the ticks are on this thing.
Every future is different, right?
Yeah, so Bitcoin is 5 points to a tick versus NASDAQ, which is 4 ticks to a point. And Bitcoin is $5 per Bitcoin equals TRC minimum price. So this trades in tenths. It looks like it's 50 cents a 10, 50 cents. Interesting. We were looking at it yesterday and he was saying it was 5 points, but that is not what this says. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Basically, I want to try to get a feel for it and see if it's tradable and if it's worthwhile. I think the data is kind of janky too. It's not liquid yet, really. Yeah, so even on 15 minutes, you got all this gappy stuff. So there's not a lot of people trading it yet.
So did you set that position tool up specifically for futures, or is it just the standard?
So basically, if utilizing the same measurements that I use for NQ, it would basically be 500 to 1,000. So this is 1 to 2R right here. So it'd be 500 points. on the mini, but that basically means it's 5 purse, 50 cents. So basically this would be like $250 for an R. So, I mean, it seems like it's tradable if I'm doing the math correct.
I got to check out of here, guys. Ross, thanks for putting this on, man.
No problem, Doug. Be
I
good.
really appreciate it.
Well,
See you guys.
Later,
Lucy,
man.
Tage, see you guys. I guess Tage is not there.
Yeah.
All right, bye all. Brandon, good to see you. Later, everybody.
But I mean, it looks like it follows the pivots pretty closely. So, I mean, the strategy might work on here as well, which would be cool. You just have to wait till it gets liquid, I guess.
And you said that's 50 cents a tick?
That's what it looks like. Yeah, it says 5 per Bitcoin equals 50 cents. So 5 points is 1 tick at 50 cents. Yeah. I'm reading that correctly. So, yeah, I mean, so 500 ticks or 500 points is $250. And this is, it only takes $3,500 a margin to have 1 contract on this, the micro Bitcoin futures. But I don't know how this size stop's going to work on it really. Like, I haven't really back traded it yet, so that's kind of what we're going to do here is see if this applies. But you got crazy stuff like this, gaps, and I don't think it's not liquid enough yet to really trade. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, the data's just burnt out. Yeah. You can't really play it. It's not worth it.
Yeah, if this volume's correct, it's only getting about 13.5K a day.
Yeah, it's super. So no one's really playing it yet. So I would just leave. I wouldn't touch this yet with a 10-foot pole. Kind of lame. It would have been cool. Oh, well. Back to the futures. Oh, wow, that thing's still going, huh? Anybody trading AMD lately, making some money on that?
I haven't touched AMD in I don't even know how long.
That thing's kind of gotten a bit out of the realm. I mean, it's up at 150 now. Crying out loud. That's gonna miss us. Bye bye. That's too high.
Yeah, it's like October 22nd was the last time I touched AMD.
Yeah. I traded AMD once in October, and that was it. I think twice, maybe.
Yeah, it's been super volatile. Your stops now have to be like $2 or more sometimes.
Yeah, Jeremy's AMD ATM is kind of it's now that it's up over 100. That's you can't do it anymore.
Yep.
Time to find a new stock or just trade futures. There's no wash sales either on futures. I can't believe this just went higher. Jesus.
Angela's been killing Amazon with options.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's doing really well with that. I think she posted she's averaging like 5 hours a day.
Oh, wow.
She's ridiculous. she's so good. It's retarded. God. One day I'll be that good.
I've been trading plug, and it's actually a decent mover.
Plug?
Yeah. It's a decent mover. 70, 80 cent stops, and you know, you could squeeze out a couple hours a day on it.
In the 40s too, huh?
Yeah.
What does it move a day though? Oh yeah, as long as it moves over $2, I mean that's
Yeah, it's been moving. It's been moving. It's on a nice run up, so.
I can't believe it was ever this high. That's crazy. Did you play Twitter too?
It's not bad, 6% move.
On plug?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's still not near all-time high, so I mean that's good. It's got still could go. And then, I mean, it missed earnings, but at least it didn't tank like PayPal or Square or any of these other things. Roblox, that move on Roblox, though, oh my God. Playing with my emotions.
Yeah, that one upset me a little. I was going to get into a swing on it like 2 days before earnings. I was like, oh man, earnings are coming up. I don't want to get in a swing right now. Yeah.
I'm in an option pyramid and I'm just getting wrecked by my covered calls.
Hey Ross, how did you change the pivot, the font on your pivot to black like that? I like that.
The on what?
the font, you know, where it says R1 mid, R2, yours is black, mine is blue. How did you change it?
I didn't change it.
Yeah, mine is blue also.
I have no.
It should be.
Maybe I still have the older version plugged in. Well, I'm getting this developed so that it has the numbers over here. It's customizable. You can manually input the numbers if need be, if the data's messed up. So
Oh, okay, no worries. I just thought maybe you changed something.
yeah, no, I haven't done anything on that thing. I didn't even know you could change it. Because there's no way to customize it.
Yeah, I didn't see any way on mine either. My pivot is a little different than yours set up right there. Mine looks a little different in the settings.
Yeah. Is it the same? And it's the same indicator that we've been sharing, right?
I believe so. I got it from you guys. Yeah. Mhm.
This says VR pivot entry. Oh no, that's the entry one. RJM pivot points standard with mid.
Yep, that's exactly what I got.
Yeah, that's interesting that it's different.
I also didn't realize you guys stopped trading AMD. I'm gonna have to start looking at plug now.
That's all Tage, man. I don't even mess with plug.
I just took a break. It was like the stops just kept getting wider and wider. There's days I'm like, if you're looking at the volume profile, it's like, and as Tracy does it, she does it 2 nodes down. It'll be like 250. I'm like, wow, Jesus, is this thing gonna really move 250? It has. Don't get me wrong, it has. But there's days that you could get in a trade and it's not gonna move 250. So I was like, I'm just gonna give it a break for a little bit, find something else.
Yeah.
I've done a few trades on the last couple of days. I've gotten an hour or two each time, but my stops are pretty wide though.
Yeah. Have you guys looked at Nvidia? A stop on that is like $6. That's like a swing trade.
For a day trade?
For a day trade, yeah. Look at it. If you're playing the volume profile and you're following what Tracy does with two nodes down, it's out of control. It's like I don't know. I was like, I can't even mess with this thing anymore.
Well, yeah, it's back up at all-time high too. So yeah, look at that. That's a lot of points. Starting to become a Tesla.
Yeah, it's out of control with the stops.
Too bad that was overnight. That was a good little reversal right there. That retest is just wicked. Yeah, that one at the end of the day. Come on, girl. Get a pop. Pop right it open. Oh, rat. Oh my God. That was looking so good for 3 minutes. Oh,
One candle took it all out.
that's just, and that's why I don't play the open on NQ.
That was my J&J trade yesterday, man.
Say that again.
So that was my J&J trade yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Got in and wiped me out in 2 candles and then ran to target in 3 candles.
Those are the worst. I mean, you couldn't even have played the. I mean, I guess it's the office consolidation. You could have played the main pivot, but and these are better plays, right? Like wait for that first 15 minutes to come in, see if it's going to consolidate on a line, and then look for a play. But sometimes it'll just run up and you'll miss the whole thing. But man, that was wicked. The only reason I set that up like that is because it just had these wicked pullbacks, you know, and it was trying to go higher, and it just kind of traveled up all night. It looked like it was just ready to pop. This is the safer play though. Wait for this stuff to calm down, then get in. Oh. Now we're up at all-time highs again on a bunch of stuff, so it's gonna be interesting.
That was a quick 50 points.
Yeah, too bad I didn't get in though. I was waiting for the retest right here, but it did not happen. Yeah, even with this RSI this high, it could still go higher. Crazy part. They're getting towards the end of the day here. Man, that got up there. That was an exit for a win. So close. These closes have been crazy. That's some weird price action right there.
What are those colored candles for? Are those part of your screener?
The purple and the teal,
Yeah.
the magenta. It's this indicator inside bar. So
Oh, okay.
I have it set up. This is a bear candle, and then this is an inside bear candle, and then this one is an inside bullish candle. That way it's easier to spot the inside candles, because those just indicate, consolidation, right?
Mhm.
So is that like another really good probability move? You get a inside bear, inside bull, go long.
I mean, it could go either way, right? But yeah, it helps you kind of see that, okay, hey, it's about to pop one way or another.
So it's more just something's fixing to happen.
Exactly, yeah.
Hey, Lucian, I posted the link for that inside outside bar in the chat.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Oh, that's the indicator there.
Yep. You're gonna have to change the colors to what you want them to be, though. I think Ross has the default colors.
Okay.
I changed mine to green and red.
No, no, mine's aren't the default colors. These are my.
Oh, those are yours. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have to.
That's cyan and magenta, right? So.
Got it. Yeah, you have to change it to what you like it to be.
Yeah. I'm partial to CMYK since I'm an artist, so most of my stuff is all geared towards that.
I'm just a good old Southern boy. It looks like blue and purple to me. Got all these fancy colors.
That's chartreuse.
Right.
That was a nice move off the Asian Open, man. Ooh-wee. I mean, that was easy right there. That was easy. No retest though, huh? With one, pivots are far away though. Right. Come on, girl. London Open and nothing? Come on. Super lame. It's done nothing.
Looks like a down day the way it keeps hitting that pivot and failing.
Right. I mean, it did just have a little run up. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Or at
God,
least a,
these retests at the end of the day have just been ridiculous. Price action is insane. I mean, this is kind of like the spot where it starts to just go up. So,
well, this will be the fourth test of it. There you go. Ooh, oh, that's not good.
that's good.
That's good.
That's too
Yeah,
long.
I thought we were gonna get an evening star happening there, but I guess not.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, that did look scary for a second right there. Dude, this thing right there. Ooh.
The head fake.
She do you dirty real quick. Even off that pivot, that's another one.
Yeah.
Retest. Break out. Does she want to go even higher? That's the double top of noon. Ooh. A little bit of a retest. Let's see.
Yeah.
Oh. That's the whole damn thing. Main pivot. Oh, down there. That looks ugly now. That's real ugly. Come on, girl. There you go.
Nice.
We take that. We take that. Always with the trend. I got my note right here. I put it back up. Stop. Look at the trend. Trade with the fucking trend.
Yeah. I still have post-it notes. They say the same shit like, what time is it? Have you looked at the volume?
I mean, that might be that's a good reversal right there. You got to play them Tracy.
Yeah. Neckline retest right there.
Yeah, off the pivot, hammer. I mean, you got to try to take those every time, right? Yeah, it's even 50 off the top of it. Oof. Main pivot's still down here though. Come on, girl.
So Ross, if I can get tickets, I might be out there in January to see Tool.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I'll probably stay 4 or 5 days.
nice. We partying. You know,
Yeah, man.
Was it like the? Trying to think of what I got going on in January. I don't have anything until February, so I will be around, sir.
Then hopefully we got something happening in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's on the books, man. President's Day weekend or week or whatever.
Definitely be there.
Yeah, me too.
I'm trying to make that also.
Nice. Yeah, that I go from there to Miami to hang out with Hector, Luis, and all the other Florida crew, and then down to the old island. Come on, girl. No, I'm getting out. It gets back down here. Come on, girl. Yeah. I did not have that much steam. That was it right there. That was the best play. That's the next pivot.
What y'all got planned for the rest of the day after this?
Well, I'm gonna get on my Peloton, watch some TV. I can only sit in front of the TV if I'm on the Peloton or on the treadmill. So I don't know why I
Is
made
that
that.
the rule? Is that the rule?
That's the rule, man. Yeah. Plus, I got a 50K Spartan race next Saturday, and then I got the marathon on the 12th in Honolulu with Johnny. So I'm still training for shit.
Yeah. Gonna have to train all day and all night for them numbers.
Yeah. I don't know what I signed up for that Spartan race for, but we'll see.
So that's all bike.
No, the Spartan race is hill climbing and obstacle courses and monkey bars and rope climbs and all that fun stuff you did as a kid, but as an adult. It's,
We went to a trampoline park last weekend, and I could not walk for like a week and a half. So I can only imagine.
those things are so much fun.
That sounds
bro.
like me, Brandon. I'm like, yeah, I get wore out reading a book.
There were like 6 grown men and about 34 kids playing dodgeball. That gets obnoxious.
Yeah. Yeah, those places are fun though, but it's tiring, dude.
It's like you use muscles you don't even remember you had.
Oh, for sure, dude. The next day you're like, what's wrong with my like just above your knee, like on the side of your leg. You're like, what the fuck is going on over here, dude? Like, I can't bend you. You bend down to take a poop, dude. And you're burnt out. You can't get up.
It's like, I got down. I can't get off the bowl though. I can't get off the bowl.
Help! I've fallen. I can't.
Bro.
You jump into like a foam. You jump into a foam pit, and these little kids crawl out of there like it's nothing. And it takes every ounce of your body to get out of that.
And you still need a helping hand to get out at the end.
Yeah.
Throw me a rope.
Those things will wear you out.
For real. Yeah. After the half Ironman, I could barely walk, like do anything. My hips were they were fucking burnt out.
Yeah, I know I should probably exercise and shit, but
I thought you were on that kick, bro. Didn't you quit smoking too?
Man, I was for a while. And then I haven't for like, honestly, I fell out of it.
Yeah, I can't be talking too much shit, dude. So
I start winter cut on Monday for snowmobile season. Not gonna be fun.
Snowmobile season.
Damn, where are you?
I'll be riding in Colorado. I'm in Michigan.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, I did snowmobiling up in Washington at like in the Crystal Mountains. That shit dope as fuck.
Right. That's we back country riding it. It'll just kill you out there in that elevation unless you train for it. So
Yeah.
nothing like that thick air we got down here in Michigan. So
Yeah. Be the bottom. Be the bottom.
Well, that's working out because I was like, what? I'm not sure I would have went long there, but that worked out beautifully. There you go. Boom.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it
just
looks like
because
it was
right on the pivot, that area. I already retested it. It would have failed there. So worked out. Worked out. That's like a wake up and see a good trade. Damn, that's some wicks right there. Holy. Missing that one.
Yeah, I hate days like that because I mean you could have got in off of that hammer, but
Yeah, but it's so close to the open, right? It's like you gotta wait like at least to the fifth candle.
and look at that trap.
Hey, it came back.
Yeah.
I think it's going lower though off of that. I don't know if it goes back up. Or it does.
That's crazy.
I'll take it. I'm getting out right there. Boom. That was scary though.
That was a double bottom with a neckline retest. No, it didn't. Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, pretty much. That was the retest of the neckline right there.
Yeah.
But it's like, if you're trying to get in that retest on that neckline, like that's, I mean, yeah. How many people would have set that up, right? That's what
You would have to see it too.
yeah, it's tough.
you got the pivot here, right? Boom. You set up the pivot and then hope for the best. Once you get this candle in there, you're moving your stop up to here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, so at least
Break even.
on the trade, especially during the day. And then, if you got R's to give and you want to take another trade, boom, here's another one almost the 2R off of the next pivot. So they're kind of consolidated. Boom. And to win it. Too slow on that though. Too slow. That's 5R and 3 hours on NQ at the open.
Not bad for a hour's work. Couple hours.
Yeah. I'm off to the gym. See you later. I'll be right back.
Bam. Trending day.
All right, guys, I gotta run. My son's waking up. I put him to
Later,
bed
Tage.
before I came into the room. All right, guys, have a good weekend.
Hey, man. Thanks for that indicator.
Yeah, no doubt. Anytime. Take care, guys.
Yep, see you. I'm out of here, guys. You have a good one.
We'll see you, man.
I'm out here, guys, as well, too. Take care, man. Y'all have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too, bud.
Oh, we lost some people, huh?
Yeah, I think we're about done, bro.
All right. Well, let's call it then. Yeah. That dip was crazy though. Oh my god.
That's it, man.
All right. Sayonara.
Went right off the screen. We're out.
All right, kids. Well, we'll
See
see
you,
you
man.
guys next
Have a
week.
good weekend. Yes, sir.
I'll probably try to get some in on Tuesday afternoon, and I'll post if I'm gonna make it happen. I'll let you guys know.
All right, man. Sounds
All
good.
right. Cheers, boys.
Yeah.
Have a good one. Later.